Okay, good afternoon, good day. Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Ma'am Donezza Garcia-Mariano. I hope everybody is online today for the continuation of our lesson in PPG. Okay, before we proceed to our next lesson about the states, nations, and globalization, let us first have a review regarding our lesson or discussion last meeting. You still remember our topic last meeting? Power and of course, I'm sure you're still aware with the definition and the example that we cited last meeting in our lesson in power. But my question is, what values did you learn out from our discussion last meeting in PPG? What values did you learn from our discussion in power? Okay, so in the future, maybe some of you here would become a politician or have this higher position in the society. Um, so if you have that power with you as a lesson for our, as a valuable lesson for our discussion, is to use your power in such a way that it will be for the betterment of the people. Do not abuse your power. Simple as that. Just if you will be using your power for the betterment of the people, siguro we will be living in a good society. Our society will be successful. And that is the very main goal of our lesson, for us to be aware on this thing. For us, the awareness, the better understanding, the knowledge. Okay, so to continue our discussion today, let us discuss chapter 4, which is all about the state globalization. So, um, the very objective of our discussion today is to, of course, to define nation and state, to differentiate nation from state, and to explain the meaning of globalization and, of course, evaluate how globalization influences nations and states. Okay. So, maybe you are well aware of what state is since in the very beginning I asked you to give me or to highlight the important terms or words from the definition of politics and governance. And obviously, the word state appeared in the definition. So, what do we mean by state? But before that, let me first copy the URL of our lesson today, nations and states. Okay. Let me just copy the URL address of our lesson today. Okay, and I'll just share it to your classmates so that everybody could participate in our discussion. Okay, sharing. So if you have any questions or concern about our discussion today, do not hesitate to write on the upper right side of our lesson today, upper right side, the top chat. Okay, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask questions. Okay. So as we continue our discussion, okay, a while ago I said when we say state, we are referring to the widely being a polity that is within a given territory that maintains a monopoly on the use of force, but many other widely used definitions exist. Okay, so when we say state, if you will read the definition of state, it will be highlighted there, its elements. And that is the very purpose of our lesson today, for us to highlight the important ingredients, the important elements in the state. Why are they needed to be emphasized? Okay. First and foremost, there are four essential elements of the state. We have population, we have territory, government, and sovereignty. If one here is missing, O kung wala yung isa, okay, hindi mabubuo ang isang state. So, ibig sabihin, each element is important para mabuo ang state. Okay. First, most element of the state is what we call the population. Okay. Population is a state of a human institution. Walang state na walang tao. Okay. Kumbaga, it is the foremost element. Pero, hindi ibig sabihin na, na maraming tao, na marami ang population ng isang state, ay successful na ito. Wala sa quantity ng population ang basis para maging successful ang isang state. The very basis for the success of the state are the people living in the state. The quality of people living in the state. What do we mean by that? If they are of good quality, if they have character, they have culture, they are well educated, they are contributing to the country, then it is far more successful compared to maraming tao nga, pero they are what we call parang pabigat lang sa bansa. So, kaya in our government, anong ginagawa ng gobyerno? Para sa mga mamamayan, they are giving free education. Okay. Para kasi we believe in the Philippines that education is the key to success. Kasi sa atin, di ba, for us to be employed, we should have a good educational background. Because in the Philippines, we're more on the, ano tayo more on the labor side rather than on the entrepreneur side. So we highly value education. And we believe that education is the key to success. That is why the government is really giving high amount of its budget intended for education. Okay, kasi pag nakapag-aral ka, you will be an asset to the government or to the state. Okay, the next one is we have territory. People cannot constitute a state unless they inhabit in a definite territory. Oh, as simple as this, no? Lahat na nakikita natin dito sa Pilipinas, within its boundaries is pag-aari ng Pilipinas. If it is beyond its boundaries, then hindi na sa atin yun. A simple example as sa bahay nyo, bakit nakabakod yan? Kasi ibig sabihin ng bakod na yon is hanggang doon yung property nyo. Beyond the bakod, hindi na sa inyo yun. At pag lumampas kayo doon, it means trespassing. So kung ano yung ruling natin dito, kung hanggang saan lang yung territory natin, hanggang doon lang ang power ng isang state. Okay. The next one is we have government. Okay. We discussed already the definition of government last meeting. And we know na the government is an important, indispensable machinery by means of which state maintains its existence. Okay, imagine our country without government. Imagine nyo. Imagine naman ninyo. So, anong mangyayari sa atin kung wala tayong gobyerno? Wala nagpapalakad sa bansa natin. Ano kaya tayo? Paano kaya tayo? So, definitely, there will be chaos. Magkakagulo. Walang order. Diba? Imagine niyo. Okay. And lastly, we have sovereignty. It is the fourth essential element of the state, which distinguishes the state from all other associations. And that ends our lesson for today. Okay, so I will be giving you your assignment in your quiz in our Neo account, in your Neo account or in Google Classroom. Be sure to answer everything. Do not leave a question unanswered. Okay, there are deadlines to meet, so you can answer on or before the deadline of submission. So I know this is very difficult for everyone, but we have to catch up with what is happening. We know that na hindi naman natin kagustuhan itong lahat, but this is a part of life. Okay, what's important is we should stay safe and we should stay healthy all the time. Okay, so once again, I'm Ma'am Donezza Garcia-Mariano. Okay, I'll see you all sa ating next session ng ating YouTube Live. Okay, that will be all. Stay safe, stay healthy, and may God bless.